And I see this illustrated in a story from when I was in college. I went to a school called Samford University in Birmingham, Alabama. Did not say Stanford. It's where the smart people went. This is Samford in Alabama. And every year, they would welcome all the incoming freshmen. There's about 1,000 of them. So what they would do is they would get all of the upperclassmen, or a group of 80 of us, to be orientation leaders. So what we would do is we would get there a few days before all the freshmen did, so that we could put them into groups and show them around campus and get them oriented with campus. So the 80 of us would get there. These leaders would get there a couple of days early and do all these exercises. And one of the things that we did is a trust fall. And how many of you guys know what a trust fall is? Anyone? The basic concept of a trust fall, and this is going to sound ridiculous if you've never heard this before, is that somebody climbs up on something above the ground, and with all the other people below, they fall onto the people who are ready for them. They position and lock their arms in a certain way, so much so that it's safe for a person to trust that they're going to catch them, and then they fall. And so on this particular day, there were 3 options, 3 heights that you could fall from. You could fall from about as high as this stage is off the ground, like 2 or 3 feet. Or you could go to like 5 or 6 feet, or you could go up to 10 feet off the ground. Climb up, fall, people down below catch you. Any guesses which one I chose? Hey, that's mean, guys. So I chose the first one, and so I climbed up about 2 or 3 feet. Never really done one of these. Didn't really love the idea of doing it. So I climbed up there, and I looked down, and I remember making sure that everybody was in the right position and their arms were all locked right, and that I had the right people down there that knew what was going to happen. All these other people are just dropping. They're like 150, 160. I wanted to make sure that the people down beneath knew what was going to happen when I fell, and I could hear them. So I made sure that everything was good. I turned around, crossed my arms, fell, and they caught me. And it was awesome. I trusted in them. They were worthy of my trust. Then there was this other guy. This other guy went past the first, past the second, and up to the top. And he did something that nobody else did that day. He got up there, and he started barking out orders to the people down below. And he said, oh, well, you play football, so I don't want you there. And you work out every single day, so I don't want you there. And have you ever worked out a day in your life? No. Okay, awesome. I want you to be right there. And he assembled like the dream team of failure. I don't know why he did this. It was like he wanted to show us that he trusted so much that he was willing to fall from the highest height down beneath to people that were not ready to catch him. So he kind of flippantly turned around, crossed his arms, smacked the ground. It was hilarious. Like, he did it to himself. Like, I couldn't even feel bad for him. And I know that the doctors and the chiropractors in this room are like, oh no, what happened to him? It's okay. His big head kind of broke the fall for him. He was fine. And I know you're thinking that, like, wow, Cameron, you went to a great school filled with really, really smart people. He was an exception. We don't worry about him. And before you laugh and judge too harshly, I want you to see why I brought this up. I want you to see the connection in your life. Because what we will often do in our life is that we will show what or who we trust based on some decisions that we make. So what we do with our life, whether we know it or not, is that we take all of the good things that God has for us and we take them out of the picture. And we say, regular time in the Word of God? Nope, I don't want that. And regular prayer? Nope, I don't want that. And good relationships with people that are pushing me toward Jesus? No, I definitely don't want that. And I know that this sounds ridiculous, but this is what a lot of us are doing with our lives. And then we bring in the stuff that is not worthy of our trust. Trusting in ourself, which brings along with it plenty of worry and anxiety, and this relationship that we shouldn't be in, that we know we shouldn't be in, but we need to just finally trust in God more than ourselves. We bring all of this stuff together, and we say, that is what I'm going to trust. And then life happens. We fall, and then we hit the ground. Like, why didn't that stuff catch me? Stuff didn't catch you because it wasn't worthy of your trust. God is worthy of your trust. And when you're trusting in Him, you have no reason to worry and be anxious. When you prioritize God first and everything else beneath it, it's all going to fall into place. And so what I believe that Matthew 6 is saying, what Jesus is saying here, and what David is saying in Psalm 56 is that do you have worry in your life? Do you have anxiety in your life? Are you worrying about other stuff? Trust in God more than you're trusting in yourself.